Hello, welcome to Michelle Sews Again. I'm Michelle. This is going to be take 2 for this video. I filmed the whole thing, and when I went to upload it to my laptop, discovered that 3 minutes in, I had somehow hit the freaking slow motion button. So I was going very slow. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Anyway, so what we're gonna do today is a little mini fabric haul, and it's about 19 yards of fabric. And this, my goal is for this to be my last fabric haul for at least the balance of the year. That doesn't mean to say I'm going on a no buy or a fabric ban or whatever you want to call it. It means that I'm not going to buy lots of fabric at one time, not big quantities. So as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you've been watching me, then you'll know that we are on the hunt for a house. We're trying to figure out what town we want to live in. And so we're not sure if we're going to build or we're going to buy something that's, in the market. Either way, buying a house comes with a lot of expenses outside of like down payment and, mortgage and all that fun stuff. So I need to slow my roll. I need to cut the expenditures back. And a large part of my monthly expenditures are fabric and patterns, mostly fabric. So I am going to be limiting myself. And that starts with this, after this batch of fabrics. So yeah, all right, so if fabric haul sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned. Let's get going. All right, so the very first fabric that I bought, I have 2 pieces of fabric from Minerva, which I'm very excited about. It's my first time ever shopping at Minerva, and I have to say, well done, Minerva, well done. So the first piece that I have, I think that you guys are gonna not be surprised. This is a rayon challis. Look at the colors. It's just colorific, right? Oh, I love it so much. I love the flowiness of it. I love this rayon challis. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It is a Dashwood Studios fabric, and the designer's name is Rachel Parker. I love this a lot, and I'm gonna be looking into some other Rachel Parker. No, I'm not. Stop it. I will keep her in the back of my mind. Now, one of the things that I did want to mention that I am going to be doing in order to help aid my goal to reduce my fabric buying, is I am going to unsubscribe to all of my fabric shop emails so that I'm not enticed, because that's how it happens, guys. I get an email, look at these new pretty fabrics, look at this discount, blah, 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 blah. No, cut that off. And that will help me immensely. All right, so I am going to tell you guys with all of these fabrics, some of them I have definitive ideas, some of them I have kind of ideas. I'll tell you my kind of ideas, and then I would love to hear your feedback on whether you think that would work or if you have an even better idea. So I'm gonna hold off on this one for a minute because the other fabric that I bought from Minerva, I think will go well with that, and I think I wanna make an outfit, which, who am I? This is the coolest fabric ever. This is a faux leather knit. Have you ever heard of such a thing? I had not. Look how cool this is. It's got a leather look to it, but, oops, that's the back side. But it's a stretchy knit. It stretches both ways. This way is not got a lot of stretch, but this way does. And okay, I got 3 yards of the Dashwood Studios, and I got 2 yards of this faux leather knit. And look how I didn't even intend this. This just happened to work out this way. Look how amazing they look together, right? So what I'm thinking is I want to make a culotte outfit. So I'm thinking of making the Winslow culottes from Helen's Closet. I already own the pattern. I'm thinking of making those with this, but I'm not 100% sure because as I was looking at the line drawing, I mean, they look amazing on everybody that I've seen on Instagram, but they do have pleats in the front, and I tend to shy away from pleated pants. So if you have a recommendation for a culotte that has a flat front, let me know. I almost think maybe, I don't know if that would work. The Pietra pant is a rayon challis too flowy for that pant? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna make the cashmere Concord tee with this. I think that would just be a nice basic silhouette to wear with whatever bottoms I decide to make. So yeah, that's outfit number 1. I would love your thoughts on what you think I could use that rayon challis for to get the kind of look that I'm going for. Okay, so those are the 2 items I bought from Minerva. This next one I bought from Spoonflower, and typically, you guys know I absolutely love the prints that are on Spoonflower. They've got like every print, color you can imagine. And then you choose the fabric base that you want to get the print printed on. I have gone usually for the premium cotton or the premier cotton, I forget what it's called. But that's a really like heavy cotton, and that's, you know, it's very structured. There's no drape to it whatsoever. And that's worked out fine for the garments that I've used it for, but I really wanted to kind of branch out and try some of their other substrates. And I'm not sure that I picked the right one because I don't know, I'm a little nervous about this fabric. The print is divine. So it's a big, bold floral print like I like, but it's not as bright. I think because of that, it's almost like an olivey green, mustardy yellow background. That kind of, you know, tones it down a little bit, but it's still the big, bold, gorgeous color floral. The base that I got it on is a poly crepe de chine. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So it's got like this amazing, you know, it's very flowy. It's kind of see-through. I don't know if you can see me through that, but I can see you. I got 3 yards of this. I'm gonna have to practice with the, you know, like a corner of the fabric or something to make sure that I'm using the right needles, I'm using the right thread, I've got the right tension going, because I'm really nervous about like just jacking this fabric up, especially because it's so beautiful. My friend Carmen sent me a fabric from Melanated Fabrics that she thought that I would like, and she's right, she knows me well, and it looks very similar to this, but I had already ordered this, and it bums me out because that one was less expensive. And it was a rayon challis, which I'm comfortable with rayon challis. So I'm a little bummed that I was a little late to the party on that one, because I don't feel like I need that one and this one. They are very similar. Anyway, so I have this one, and I'm thinking of making a valley dress, a pattern fantastic valley dress. It's just the flowiness of this, I think, would be really beautiful in that, and it's like such a nice canvas for a big bold print. Because this is sheer, I think that I might need to get the Friday Pattern Company saltwater slip and just make that in like a really basic, maybe even a nude color, my skin tone color, so that I can wear that under, because I just made a Wilder gown for the So Recreate the Look, and that one is very sheer. I need something to wear under that. So I think I need a slip anyway, and I think making one in like a really lightweight cotton, like rather than something silky. I think I would like that better. So I think I might make that. Anyway, so I'm thinking the valley dress with this, but I'd love to know your thoughts. Okay, the next thing that I got from JOANN'S, and this I got for a specific project that I can't tell you about yet. I'll tell you about it in the near future. But I got this really gorgeous, it's like a hunter green, forest green, and it's a faux suede, and it's got, look at this stretch. It stretches that way. It doesn't stretch this way really very much at all, but it stretches this way. And it's just it's got a beautiful feel to it. And yeah, I love this. I got 2 yards of it, and this is, and I actually got everything I needed out of it, and I still have a pretty big piece left. That's pretty decent. So I'm not sure what I will do with the leftovers. If you have any ideas on what to, like, can I mix this with other fabrics and do something patchwork? I don't know if I want to do that or not, but I could use it for patches on a sweater, or I don't know, you tell me. Oh my goodness. So I think I might change my mind about what I'm going to do with this. How awesome do those look together? All right, so what I can tell you is these are going to be bottoms. That's all I'm going to tell you. But this would look so good with that. Maybe I'll make a top instead of the valley dress. I do have a pattern that I just bought yesterday for the Sew Your Name challenge. I've already made a Michelle top. That'll be coming on the 22nd. The Sew Your Name challenge, the week of like reveal, is the 22nd through the 28th. For those of you that don't know, my first name is Carmen. Yes, Michelle's my middle name. So my first name is Carmen. I was named after my grandmother. My parents always my mother always wanted to name me a French name, which is where Michelle came in, but she wanted to name me after her mom. But she didn't think that Michelle Carmen it didn't flow. And where I grew up in the South, going by your middle name is really common. So it doesn't, like, people don't, why do you go by your middle name? Why don't you go? Because talk to my parents. It's their fault. Anyway, so I think I'm gonna make a Carmen top. So I downloaded one from a German company yesterday. It does have shirring at the waistline. I'm gonna skip that. I was planning on doing that anyway, but it's got big billowy sleeves and like a tie neck. I think I might make this in that so that it can go with these. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited now. All right, so then my next fabric I got because I was watching Jo from Sew Joey. She was doing her Sew Recreate the Look video several weeks ago, and she had used this fabric that I thought was just stunning. And so I went and bought it. I bought it from a company called Dovetailed. They're based in the UK. The only thing I didn't like about this experience was they don't send you an email confirmation after you make a purchase. They send you a text message confirmation. And I had completely forgotten that. I have a process. When I shop online, I get my confirmation and I put it in a shopping folder so that I can go back and look and see what do I have coming in. I can follow up if I need to. And when I went and looked for this, I didn't have an email confirmation. So it made me wonder, because I mean, I'm sure this happens to you guys too. I shop on fabric websites all the time. I put stuff in a cart and then I'm like, I talk myself out of it because I do have some control. Like if I didn't, my whole sewing room would be nothing but fabric. So I do say no sometimes. And I say no to things that I really love because I'm like, I just bought a whole bunch. I need to stop. So I wasn't sure if that happened here. So I got on their website, and because they didn't ask me to set up an account when I checked out, I didn't have one to go and follow up on my order. So they do have a chat feature, kind of. You fill in information and then they get back to you. So it's not like a live chat. And I filled in my information, I gave my phone number, and they track your orders through your phone number. So that, I do have to say, their customer service is excellent. So I will give them props on that. I just wish that they gave email confirmations. So that they got back to me in less than an hour, told me, yeah, we texted you the confirmation on such and such a date. I was like, okay, I didn't remember that. And then I think it got shipped out like within a day or two. So anyway, this is the turquoise flower garden, and it's an Ankara fabric. And I just love the fact that it's got these, well, first of all, it's got these humongous flowers, but it also has these huge like areas of just solid turquoise. So it's not like back-to-back flowers the whole way down. I'm gonna insert some picture of me holding it up so you can see like the full breadth of, you know, where the turquoise is and where the flowers are. But up close, you can see that the flowers, goodness, it's like this dark, almost burgundy red. Then this is like a really dark plummy purple. Then you've got like these couple of different shades of yellow here. Yeah, so I love it. Now, what I'm thinking of doing with this, I did get 4 yards of this. So what I'm thinking of making with that is, I have 2 ideas and they're kind of similar. One, if you watch Sarah from Naughty Gnome, she had done, I forget which video it was, but she had made a faux jumpsuit and it was really cute. It had this tank top with the ties on the shoulder and then just some like linen pants. It just made me feel like I wanted a faux jumpsuit, even though I don't necessarily want one exactly like that, just because I don't wear tank tops that much. So I like the idea of the faux jumpsuit though. So I would make like a basic top with maybe a cap sleeve or a short sleeve and then culottes. I really want a culotte outfit that with a matching top. So I was thinking of that. I don't know what culottes I would make with it. Again, I need to find a flat front pair of culotte. I need to find a pattern that is a flat front culotte. Help me. All right, and then the other idea I had was overalls, culotte overalls. And then I would just make a matching like top to wear under the overalls. I do have the Seamwork Beckett overall pattern, and I made that once already. It didn't fit me very well, but I can consider that one my toile, and I could make some fit adjustments to that one and then use the adjusted pattern to make this one fit. The only thing I don't like about the Beckett is the you put in a grommet on the bib and then you pull the straps through and tie a knot. I don't like that. I would change that to a D-ring so that it could like be more secure. But other than that, I think the overalls are cute. The pattern that I made the size based on my measurements and they were huge. So yeah, I would need to make adjustments to the pattern, but that could be a possibility. And then I could cut the length, obviously, of the leg to, you know, like a clam digger length or something. I don't need the necessarily the width of a culotte. I just want the length. So maybe a clam digger overall might be a better description. I don't know. So that's what I'm thinking of for that. All right, so then my last place that I ordered fabric from was, I don't know if it's called Miley May or Milly May. I wrote down Miley May. Anyway, so the reason that I even shopped here is because I was one of the July winners for the Sew 70s challenge on Instagram that was hosted by Blossom Sandwich and Hey So Georgie. And what I won was the August publication of the In a Haystack digital pack. And I'm gonna do a separate video on that and everything that comes in it and what I ordered for the pattern. And but what comes with it is a discount code for a fabric shop. There's one for a fabric shop that's based in the UK, and there's one for a fabric shop that's based here in the US. And the one in the US is this Miley May or Milly May, whatever it's called. So I bought 3 pieces of fabric, and I was inspired, very much inspired by Andra from Andra Makes. I'll post her a link. I'll post links to everybody that I've talked about, and I'm gonna post links to all this fabric in the description box. So if you're interested, go check that out. But Andra had made a hoodie from Sinclair Patterns, and I think it's the Kira hoodie. And it is a color block, and you can either make it as a hoodie or you can actually make it as like a funnel neck sweatshirt. This was not even on purpose. I didn't mention it, but I'm really bad about that, not telling you what I'm wearing. I made this from this fabulous French terry fabric that I got from Surge Fabrics. It's this like blush pink color, and it's got these metallic stars all over it. I made this for the Frugal Frocks Challenge, and I followed a tutorial from Marcy Harriel, and she had basically just taken one of her favorite sweatshirts and made it into she made it into a long dress. And so that's what I used her tutorial, and I have 3 hoodies that I absolutely love the way they fit. They're just a little bit short. They're crop sweatshirts, so they're intended to be short. I have 3 of them. 2 of them I wear all the time. The 3rd one, I didn't love the print, so I actually cut it up and used the pattern pieces to make this, and it was super easy. And I actually saved the sweatshirt pieces as my pattern so that I can make more in the future. Anyway, I digress. So I bought these 3 pieces of fabric to make that Kira hoodie because I loved Andra's so much. So the first fabric, oh my God, you guys. Yes, it's tie-dye. I don't have to do it all by myself. I can buy tie-dye. The colors in this are just so soft and you know, lovely. Blue and pink and yellow and white. But you guys, this fabric is, oh my God, it's called alpaca tie-dye. And it's got, you know, a nice amount of stretch, but I don't know if you can see that fuzziness on there. This is probably the softest fabric I've ever bought in my life. It's thin, which I think helps with the softness because it's so drapey. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's like a cloud pillow, and I'm so excited about it. So the color block that I'm gonna do is that, and then these 2 rib knits. Oh goodness. And these are also really, they've got really great drapes. So one is neon pink and one is neon orange. So this rib knit is, oh my gosh, it's just so flowy. I feel like I want more of this, but I'm not, not yet anyway. Oh my gosh. When you buy quality fabric, it just puts all the cheap stuff that you've bought into perspective. And honestly, I think that's what this low buy is gonna do for me, to be honest with you. I'm going to stop buying really cheap fabric that I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy sewing with it. I don't enjoy the garments. They don't last. The fabric breaks down. it's not worth the little amount of money that I've paid for it, if that makes sense. So rather than buying lots of cheap fabric, I'm going to buy less yardage of nicer fabric because this makes a difference. So yeah, so I've got the hot pink and the neon orange, and so the three of these, let me see. I think these will look really nice together and make a really cute hoodie. So thanks, Andrea, for the inspiration. I've already bought the fabric, I've already bought the pattern and already got it printed. So that'll be ready to go. All right, so then the last piece of fabric that I bought was also from Miley May. And the description is, oh, by the way, I bought 1 yard of each of those. So I hope 3 yards will be enough to make that top. It should be. Okay, this is called Lush Rib Knit, and the color is lavender. So this is a wider rib than the other one, but not any less luxe. In fact, oh my gosh. I just, honestly, quality fabric just makes a difference, guys. It just really does. I bought 2 yards of this one. Look at that drape. I have no idea what I'm gonna make with this. I'm thinking a hoodie, but I don't know. I'd love to know what your thoughts are, but how beautiful is that lavender? It's just such a nice, it's not like my typical like bright colors, but I love purples. I love all purples, and I just think this is gorgeous. So yeah, that's all of my fabrics and the plans that I have for them. I would love to know if you have anything that you would suggest differently than what I have in mind, or if you could help me out with some of the things I'm kind of iffy on, specifically the culotte pattern. But yeah, I hope that you found this helpful. I'm sorry if I encouraged you to go and do some fabric shopping, but I won't do it again anytime soon, so you're safe with me. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful, and wherever you are, I hope the weather is fabulous, and I hope you're able to get some sewing in. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Bye.